And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Lalo. Lalo. We're playing a classic tonight. But, I admittedly modded it a bit because, while I love Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, I do not want to do the fucking mansion. And we are absolutely going to cheat that. Now, why are we going to cheat that, you asked? Because I don't respect the game developers' sense of balance in this game. Fundamentally. And since I don't respect that, I have no problem with cheating. Now, I already know I want to do a Tremere run. And if y'all don't know what a Tremere is, they're, basically blood sorcerers. Except they kind of stole their power. But, don't tell them that to their face. Now, we have a history option. And I'm half tempted to do Child of Salat, because it's, Airy Presence. You know what? My character was a former, CIA agent. Now, let's distribute my abilities. Now, here's our best thing down here. Thaumaturgy. It's blood magic. And, at level 1, I can throw, you know, Blood Bolt. Which is basically Magic Missile. And at level 2, well, that's where the fun begins. Because, I can make people vomit and die. Very funny, you see. We're gonna put 2 points into Rhetoric off the bat. As for talents, we're going all in on Subterfuge. We're gonna be the most room temperature piece of ass. Now we have 2 more mental attributes. Put it into wits. Or 1 into wits and 1 into intelligence. Okay, and then we hit accept. And I'm not gonna talk over the cutscenes very much because they're fucking good. Also, I'm making tea, so if I disappear, that's why.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Got him.
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
this is bullshit!
if Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire, tragic. My apologies.
Yeah.
But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
So yeah, that guy's a prick, huh? Rhetorical question. All Venturard pricks.
What a scene, man. Woo-wee. I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out? Don't worry, kiddo. You'll adjust.
I don't need anyone's help. I'm out of here.
Youngster. First, the masquerade.
Well, we'll have him
A lot
explain the
about this,
masquerade.
so let me sum up real quick. Sure, you're a vampire. Great. Keep it to yourself, okay? It's easier that way, trust me. That's the masquerade. Keeping vampire secrets secret. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Now, if you violate the masquerade, if you run around spooking humans or whatever, you make things harder on all of us. Then all of us get pissed off when we come after you, and you end up like your sire there, staked and baked. Comprende, kiddo? Right on. Next, humanity. Being a vampire isn't the end of the road. You think life was hard? Just wait. Now you're half beast, half man, and it ain't quite an easy fit. You're gonna be fighting that beast for the rest of your days, every time you give into it. Whenever you kill an innocent, you feed the beast a little more, and it grows a little stronger. After a while, the beast can take over, and you'll go wild and have to be put down like a rabid dog. So, you know, fight it. Don't be a homicidal maniac. That'll help with the masquerade, too. See how it all comes together? Ain't that nice? Now, with all that said,
Step 2, don't be a homicidal maniac. Step 1, don't get caught.
That's a little blood sound, kiddo. I imagine you're feeling that thirst right about now, huh? Get it where you can, however you can. Just remember the first 2 lessons. Don't let anyone else see you feeding. They'll flip out and cause you to break the masquerade and cause some bigger, badder vampire to come stomp a mud hole in your ass. Also, drink deep, but don't drain them dry. See, that's giving in to the beast. You do that, you lose a grip on your humanity and you lose control. There we go again. It all fits together. Beautiful. Can you dig it? Righteous. Now,
I can dig it.
ship off like a good little soldier.
Also, I'm back. I got tea.
Around and I'll tell you how jacked this whole situation is. Until then, good luck. Or maybe I should just say, nice knowing you, kiddo.
There, now you'll have all the basics you need to know about the masquerade and the Camarilla. And we got it from a sleazy hobo, who may or may not be the most important person in this game. He's not. Solved that, answered that for you. Now, I have 0 respect for the balance in this game. So, we're just gonna do a little thing. Because trust me, this game is not fucking balanced. So, we're gonna do this little thing I like to call cheating. Not too much, but you get the idea. Mainly because I know Hollywood Sewers is coming, and I know some other stuff is coming, and this game is not fair to you. I love being able to just cast Masquerade Violation. Oh yeah, up here you can see our Masquerade. If we breach it 5 times, we're dead, kiddo. Now, I don't think we need firearms. I'm not big on gun thing. So I have a plan. And that plan is pretend I know what I'm doing. But more importantly, getting in people's faces. Though I can't increase my physical attributes above 3, so this might be cute and quirky. But yeah, we're mostly just gonna cheese up our thingy dingies. Like so. And yes, I have cheated at a 20-year-old game because I do not respect the balance. We're also skipping the spoopy ghost manor. I do not want to do the spoopy ghost manor. I hate chip damage. I hate chip damage. I hate chip damage. Okay, so we got a watch and a pill bottle. Let's immediately do the only logical thing and break into my neighbor's apartment and see if there's anything not nailed down. There was something not nailed down. Wonderful! Alright, we should check the computer. So fun fact, you actually have to manually input passwords and commands on these computers. It's nice. Dang, it's big, you know! Exclamation mark 3111 from Hung Low at trojanbotnet.vtm. Penis enlargement. Watch the girls come running. Call today. 1-800-555-STICK. Kilpatrick's crime pewter. That guy's actually pretty legit. Though he has type B herpes. Don't ask why I know why a random NPC in this game has herpes. I found it on a hospital computer. Carnival of Death. Another neighbor's apartment. Oh, they did not lock their... Aw, shit. They got nothing to steal. Cringe. Let's see. Then there's a scratched out name. But yes, welcome to Santa Monica and the World of Darkness.
Lady.
They're both
You got
shitholes.
some change, lady? Just very nice, thank you.
We'll give the bums some money. We'll give the bums some money. I want to keep my humanity score nice and high. Because, the mod I installed allows diablerie. And you can bet I'm gonna do some diablerie.
Yes, is there something I can, help you with?
What are you doing?
Waiting for that blasted tow truck I called an hour ago. I'd rather not wait another second in this part of town, this time of night. It's rather a dreadful place, don't you think? I should have listened to my mechanic. Buy German, he said.
I'm terribly sorry to trouble you. My wallet's been stolen and I need to take a cab.
I completely understand. Here, take a few bucks. Think nothing of it. I wouldn't be surprised if in this neighborhood you were pickpocketed. Anyhow, good evening, and do be careful.
We instantly got our money back,
Hey,
and we swindled a rich man.
Oh man, wait! Say that again!
But yeah, I'm normally I like to do Malkavian because it's my favorite selectable clan in this. However, right now we're doing a Tremere run. Because, well, mostly because y'all can actually read the dialogue and not be guessing.
Oh man, You're a vampire, aren't you?
Because Malkavian dialogue only makes sense after you've beaten the game.
Come on, you are too. Oh, man. Don't bullshit me, girl. Just come clean. I ain't gonna tell no one. It's okay. I just want to talk. Hell yeah! Oh, man! I knew it! Oh, jeez, I knew you were... I just could tell. Oh, man, this is great! And then I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you.
Are you a vampire?
I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about
he's a
any of
ghoul.
this stuff until a couple of months ago, when this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind. Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their
Ghouls are crack addicts, except vampire blood.
Little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out. It's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like... Well, it didn't mess me up. Just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
Nasty dude's wrist! Every time!
Man, I really wish I could tell you, but I don't think I'm supposed to. But it's really cool to be talking to you just... Well, because I don't get a lot of chance to talk to vampires. Oh, man! Well, other than my master. So I thought I'd just say, you know, what's up? You know? Look, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I'm on a secret mission for my master. Well, hey! It's been great talk.
Alright. Let's go follow the bloodstain guy. Low poly blood trail glitch. Low poly blood trail glitch.
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here. Oh.
Such is the pain of living in Santa Monica.
Yeah. You looking for the astrolite? I can feel a draft on my fucking insides. They shanked me, the bastards. The blood ain't working no more. My head, it feels cracked. Oh, I think my eyes popped. What is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit, my rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
It's a broken bottle.
Goddamn chemist. Can't trust any operators in L.A. I verified him. Organizations seem reliable. Guy mixes up speed. His crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks. Hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kicking it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks.
Hello, Ione.
Cali rat bastards.
This is gonna be a chill and long stream because we're playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Crawl to my car, call my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me
And
together.
honestly,
Shit.
the dialogue is one of the main selling points of this game. Actually, let me turn the game up so y'all can hear it a bit more. Also, forgive me, alt-tabbing fucks with this game.
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach.
Should be better.
Dennis. Got my money too, that prick. You gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know. Yeah, if you could... Oh. One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead.
Yeah, I ain't a narc. first things first. Let's break into a hospital and get my man there some morphine.
You next up for the needle? Hmm? Right down to business. None of this pretend I don't drink blood
I
shit.
love this guy.
Very refreshing to find a decisive
He's
customer.
hilarious.
I respect that. So, what'll it be? If you have to ask.
We're gonna buy a snack pack. Breaking into the office of a fucking blood bank. It's a hospital and I don't care. I want to destroy it. See if we can hack this. Ambrosia. Passcode. Okay. I do actually know the passcode right off the bat. But that's not fun. Alright, let's see if there are any bodies to loot. I mean, any bodies to inspect. Nope. Oh, hey, another computer. Cadavers. Control C. Cowbell. A bubble. G. Would suggest the subject was beaten to death with a baseball bat. Jane Doe. Apparently died of intermediate causes. The subject's bodies contained only 1 pint of blood. Oh, I wonder why. Falls D. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Perry. D. Subject apparently choked to death on ham and or cheese. No bread. No bread. Just ham and cheese. No bread. This guy likes his ham and cheese sandwich breadless. Let's see. We got a pill bottle. Hooray! Why is there morphine just laying around on this guy's desk? Hold on. What the fuck? Are you free tonight? I thought you could swing by. Oh. Oh. Someone's horny on Maine. But, yeah, look. Arthur Kilpatrick has herpes simplex, too. We're gonna talk to him later. Though, D. Marsh has frequent bouts of sexlexia. Amir, how's it hanging? M. Barber. Chronic marboperitis, uncurable. Sam, imagine having chronic marboperitis. Computers for grandma. I'm grandma. But I know computers. Personnel. Okay. Thornton K. Unnecessary gynecology. Several malpractice suits filed against him for unnecessary gynecology suggest termination. Bill E. Dr. Bill has worked as this clinic's internal wrangler since '99. St. Martin M. is our night shift senior physician. Roberts D is nuts, never lost a patient. No one can succeed at like Dr. Roberts. Okay, so apparently whoever's computer this is, and the Dr. Malcolm St. Martin are doing a little morphine on the side. Well, I'm in here anyway.
How are his vitals? I'm sorry, miss, but you're going to have to wait outside like everyone else. No exceptions. Get out of here. Can't you see I'm with a patient? Are you trying to blackmail me?
Yes.
You don't know who my wife is. She wouldn't believe you. Now get out.
I am trying to blackmail you.
Wait now. What do you want?
150.
Deal. But I'm in the middle of something. I'll have to drop it off later. Now never speak to me about that again.
Please. My insides. It hurts so bad.
Hey, you want to watch me fuck up someone's entire life?
Can someone call my grandma, please?
Gonna fuck up this girl's whole fucking life and turn her into an addict. You like that? Best cure in the world.
Who? But you did something. You.
And we don't want to tell her I'm a vampire.
Please, wait your All right, go on back.
Ah! Look, there's one thing we universally need in this money. Money. A free 150.
Hey. How's it going? You, looking to buy or sell or... No. Not really. Sorry.
You lying to me? I'll kick your ass with or without weapons.
Well... Okay. Hey, it's cool. I'm overstocked anyhow. Take a look and feel free to come back anytime.
There's none that are constantly breaching masquerade rules. There's one that, if they get caught, it breaches the masquerade rules. And by caught, I mean seen. Because the masquerade just kind of boils down to don't get caught. You know, unless you want to be a supernatural headache for every vampire. And if you do that, they'll gang up on you. And if every vampire's ganging up on you, you'll be killed. Because numbers are a factor.
What'll it be, honey?
The cream is curdled. I can smell it, and I think those are rat droppings.
You the health inspector? You know, at least the last health inspector had the decency.
And an old woman just paid me $50 to fuck off. I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's the pungent sewage of hell, seeping into the cracks of this putrid purgatory. Soon it will wash over and carry you all to the death.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable.
Welcome to...
If you're new to
No,
town,
the
just
super early generations can still die to things like sunlight.
the only girl who will spend the night with you first thing in the morning, guaranteed.
There's actually a story of how one got killed.
Aren't I the popular one?
Random, hello.
Meeny, meeny, miny, moe. Who will be the lucky
Yep,
caller
sure
who
do.
got the
I'm a
first shot
third.
at tonight? So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I gotta have a few... You betcha.
Vigo. So,
Yep.
Vigo, why are you up so late?
Well... Great.
How many boats do you own?
Alright, we're just gonna steal that question. But, yeah, no, Methuselah's and antediluvians are nightmare fuel.
These streets walk lead to the
Like, Bangladesh does not exist in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Because, Daddy Dearest of the Ravnos bloodline woke up. And, a bunch of technomancers fired neutron bombs. Just carpet-bombed Bangladesh in neutron bombs. To use orbital mirrors to reflect sunlight in the middle of a storm that was blocking out the sun. And annihilating a significant chunk of India.
Up there. Through
Cannon.
that chain link gate and up those stairs.
Oh, hey, look, a steak!
Do you know who the head vampire is?
Who
If
doesn't?
the head vampire dies, we all become human again, right?
If he's killed with the holy steak! Sure, interested in purchasing it?
But first I had another question. How about blood transfusions? If I get a full blood transfusion, I can become human again, right?
If it's unicorn blood?
I'll buy it. I'm gonna go get some money. Come back in a little while. brother.
Listen, it's like I've told you types about 1,000 times. Be my guest. But you'd be the first. Most of the time you types just run us up. Dunno. We all seem to have come down with the same disease.
Now these things are thin
Who am I
bloods.
kidding? We're a bad horror show, alright? We seem to be the runts. The mistakes. You types call us thin bloods. I say
We
we're all
hate
equally
thin bloods in this
screwed.
household.
I'm damned if I know.
They are the
Well,
signs of
I know you
Gehenna.
don't want to be one. You seem to be in the lead. You tell me. Clan. See, I've heard all that before. And I still don't know what the hell anyone's talking about. I'd like to know just what I've become. We'd all like to know just what the hell kind of devil's contract we've apparently signed. I just come to town for the surf tourney. Seems like years ago, but it's, well, been about 6 months now. Every night
Thin
during the
bloods
finals, I
can...
used to hit the local diner
Well,
after
any
the beach
vampire can
parties
go
fizzled
grow
out in the
stronger if
AM.
they,
That's
do
where
a
I met
little diablerie. AKA vampire soul cannibalism.
She had a natural beauty. Not like all the plastic dolls littering the sand. Her name was Lily. I remember introducing myself. The way she
But,
seemed
thin
grateful for the
bloods
company.
are a
Well,
problem.
a few nights after our meeting,
They have
we were
no
on the beach
powers,
alone.
no bitches, and worst yet, they're a sign that, an antediluvian is coming.
She tried to tell me what she was, but
Or
I
all the
didn't understand.
antediluvians are waking up,
So she
and
showed
we
me.
don't want that.
I was furious with her when I
We
took it all in.
really don't want that.
Cursed her and left, never really knowing what I was. Well, I realise now how she must have felt.
Like,
So here I am now.
even the werewolves
Mystery to
equation and the technocracy will fight if an antediluvian wakes up, and they all hate vampires.
That's what Lily tried to tell me. But what I don't understand are the rules and the terms and the reasons some of them are at our throats claiming we're harbingers of the apocalypse. That's what I want to know.
No, antediluvians. An antediluvian is a third-generation vampire. They survived the flood. You know, the big Christian one.
Aye, most of them just recently arrived in LA. Got chased off by the Sabbath or some such thing from their home
And
cities.
they are
More
basically
in the dark
Cthulhu
than I am.
monsters.
They're a good
And
bunch, but,
very scary.
well, they've been through a lot. It's affected them.
Like, you want rods of gods, orbital laser cannons, a whole lot of sunlight, several war packs of Garo, and literally an entire temple of Quasian summoning in raw fucking demons just to take one of these on. And that fight lasted for a week. Plus the technocracy. The technocracy dropped neutron shells and destroyed Bangladesh. That's an antediluvian. There are 13 of them alive, as far as we know.
Well, I hope you have better luck than I did. No one's been... Oh, we'd appreciate it. Oh, before I forget, name's E. The black-haired beauty over there's Rosa. Sees the future, so she says. Ocean's inviting tonight.
And, no, the antediluvians weren't... The third generation, the antediluvians weren't the ones who, were so evil the world had to flood. That was the second generation. Or Cain's mistakes. You know, because the biblical Cain is the person responsible for vampires. But yeah, an antediluvian is so bad all the major players of the world are about to get involved just to fuck it up. Because they're scared shitless. And like that, I have become a machete warrior. Oh, and hey, a free car stereo. I will use this to its fullest potential at a pawn shop. No, we'll leave Fido alone. I may be inhuman, but I'm not inhumane. Alright, time to con this guy out of his life savings.
Do you have any of those items you mentioned? I'll buy as much as you've got. I think I have enough for the procedure now. Thanks for the blood. Yeah, here you go. Now where can I find the head vampire?
Can't you figure it out? He's the president of the United States!
You won't have to live like this anymore. I'm going to kill the head vampire.
So, I just sent a man to, go kill George Bush. Because this game takes place in 2003. Oh, that counted as a masquerade violation, too! Ah, that's fucking hilarious. Love to fucking see it.
What'll it be, honey? Is that a trick question?
Anyone see any girls hanging around here?
Let me think. Thin blood. Sounds familiar. Is that one of those tropical diseases?
No, they asked me who the head vampire was, and obviously it was George Bush. Obviously!
I know I've heard that before. Oh, that girl. Nice girl. First decent human being I've seen in here for years. Not like all the junkies and crazies I normally see. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, weird. She left a tip, but she didn't order a thing. Yeah, she looked so hungry, too.
Hello,
Just sat there all
robotic
night
and
with a full
hello,
glass of water in
robotic
front of her,
Nippon.
talking about this and that. She seemed lonely, a little scared, so I let her stay in the booth until we closed. She left some stuff here.
You have a
You
wrench.
seem to know.
Yes, you
Why
have a
don't you give it back
wrench.
to her if you run
It
into
is
her?
mod power. Go crazy.
Something I can... I don't see how... Goodbye, then.
But, yeah, this game is very based because you can buy prostitutes. But it's very cursed because it has prostitutes. Hello, Narancia. I see, we must await the Hawonk ban spree. How's the masquerade going? Well, I just convinced some thin blood to go kill the President of the United States. For shits and giggles. And, okay, yes, but hear me out. Prostitution is cringe.
Check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Now this guy, he's based. He set me up, he set me up with bombs!
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches?
I can't believe you immediately didn't become a slice of life anime. Damn.
Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back?
Damn! I could have used that money to buy myself some new kidneys. Anyway.
You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest. You haven't been doing this too long, have you? The Sabbat, as I understand it, are your typical power-hungry movie monsters. They specialize in causing grief. I've tangled what they're like, let me tell you.
I'm using the, clan mod. Oh, that is incredibly based. Gyaru with heart cutout sweater. And, I'm playing Tremere.
I heard a lot about that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army of trigger-happy types, and they're all packing. I don't know, maybe, there's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tung. Bertram Tung. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tung's hiding out at the moment. Tung's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, if you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon... She's the woman around here. Power player. Nice looking broad for a dead chick, but, personality like stone.
Ah, yes, Bruja. The, hobos to the, furries that are gangrels. Look! It's no secret that Bruja make up the majority of anarchs! The reason Bruja make up the majority of anarchs is because Camarilla want to separate you from human life. And, that means no welfare check! Look, every Bruja needs their welfare check. That's just how it is. Why is one of my masquerades crossed out already? Because I told a thin blood to go kill the president.
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee? Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return? You are? Isn't that a coincidence? Why are you looking for him?
Now we're on the phone with a creepy.
Oh, I see. I'd be delighted to. Why don't you come down to my office and we'll talk about it?
I mean, they're gangrels and Bruja. They don't have the cool social powers.
Small basement studio. The sign says Gimbals Prosthetics.
They don't have any cool social powers, sadly. And most of the crypto bros that actually make money are Nosferatu. So I'm not joking about that, by the way. A lot of Nosferatu are crypto bros that live in sewers. And are ugly. Like, really ugly. I'm on a blood drought. I could use some sunblock.
Right, I'll buzz you in.
I love this game so
Welcome
much.
To Gimbals Prosthetics and Medical
It
Supplies.
is
You are
honestly
here about
one
the
of
missing
the
Mr.
best written
McGee,
games of
am I
all
right?
time. Most Nosferatu aren't rat freaks, but they're literally sewer goblins.
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimbal. Stanley Gimbal. But, oh, dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
They're literal internet addicted sewer goblins. That is the Nosferatu. Though they do get along with animals well.
Mr. McGee. Well, as I told you, he was supposed to show up a few days ago for a photography session. Reference for my work, that kind of thing. No, he didn't. Earlier, I had asked him to take a few pictures of himself for my perusal. A sort of resume, you might say. And that was the last I'd heard of him. Carson? No. I don't think so, anyway. Oh, look. I know I've got some information on Mr. McGee back in my files. Do you want me to try and dig it up?
So are the Nosferatu nerds? They're not the nerds,
Just
but
wait here a moment, and I'll be right along.
let me put it this way.
Oh,
the Nosferatu are one of the only, I want to say 2, maybe 3, depending on how you slice it. Because with Samisi it's a little technical, that are generally, as a clan, they're allowed in any vampire political party. Like the Anarchs, the Camarilla, or the Sabbat. Which, the Sabbat, more like the Sabased. Oh, the Schizos are Malkavians. And, they're the other clan that can, be welcomed by all vampiric sects. Because they're batshit insane. And their batshit insanity allows them to be completely lucid and prophetic. So they know exactly what's going on. They might know your name before you know your name.
Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job. Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy. Freeze.
You ever just watch a guy vomit his stomach out?
Stop right there.
I'm gonna do a...
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake. Yeah, that's me. How did you know? He did? Oh, man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
Yeah, I'm playing a vampire blood mage, Narantia.
What? Oh, no, man. No,
A Tremere.
not for me anymore.
And Tremere are
Look at my
definitely
hand.
not
Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy.
Don't question it.
I'm all through with this business.
They're
I hate to leave
definitely a
Arthur alert,
legitimate
but that's just the
bloodline.
way
They
it
have
is.
an antediluvian. They definitely didn't steal from Samisia and La Sombra, brew it together, and call themselves a vampire clan.
Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Let's see. Dang, I want to get into that other cell. Where are the keys? Where are the keys? Oh well, no keys, no cheese, I guess. The rat girls won't be cheesed to eat me. It is very good because it doesn't do the illusion of choice, it does actual choice. And your actions have consequences.
Hey, buddy, go your own way.
Now, I said on Twitter, and I'll say it here, we're gonna skip the mansion quest because it's cringe. And I don't wanna. Have you befriended the bipedal pit bull yet? No, sadly.
shaking?
That's way later.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back? Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter
Well, there
ain't
ain't
no
no
good
good.
without his trigger finger.
Also, if I phase
hell,
in and out of
that really leaves
the
me in hot
screen,
water,
I am
boy.
making more
Gonna
tea.
cost old Arthur real good.
Caller, you You've got the first shot at deck tonight.
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long. Well, it won't be... Great, all right. The guy's name is...
Why are you up so late?
That's right. Oh, yeah.
How many boats?
All right, come back.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Narancia, that guy has herpes, canonically. Which is funny to me.
What do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little girl. Like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
Frightening isn't the word I'd use. Exciting is more like it.
I can tell you and I are going to get along just like fire hoses. When we get turned on, there's bound to be flames. I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out, and the name on all
Oh
the
no, I'm not
walls.
doing this to romance.
When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile, and
I'm doing
everyone
this
always
to be
wants
cool
know
to a
who
white woman.
is that girl? I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
Sometimes you have to play into the white woman to further torment the white woman. Trust me, this is a science. Okay, we got another cup of tea.
What can I get you, beautiful? Therese? She's upstairs. She said she had business to attend to, but I can hear her and Jeanette bickering from here.
Oh, hold on. Okay, that should fix Tiny Rin.
Damn, I wish it was my job. Going up to see her. Take the elevator over there.
Oh yeah, you want to see something based? Everyone else stops dancing when you start. For a minute. Does what mean she has a penis? I don't actually know if Jeanette Foreman has a penis. It's still cool. It's still cool, Fearless Crusader.
Oh, God. I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really
There are two white women behind this store. And I'm gonna fuck them both up.
Just the sight of you.
So I'll be right back.
Wicked, tainted pouch, concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Sin! You have no sin. Let's see who is without sin past the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that. Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Okay, I'm back. Don't worry. You can fix her. I'm gonna make her worse.
Please, come in.
I'm also gonna make her
I do
worse.
apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality is a necessary evil. Therese Vorman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
You can try and use Blood Dominate on her.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you.
I'm not gonna,
then
but...
what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean. He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again.
I want to point out she calls herself the Baron of Santa Monica, and Baron is generally an Anarch title, rather than a Camarilla title.
Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the Camarilla? Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least.
I really don't want to do the fucking Ghost House quest, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that fucking console command ready. Just as a heads up for what I'm doing here.
Really burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in. Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost's may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back. Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
You wanna know something funny? Therese legitimately thinks she's a Ventru.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time
a lot
of
of
night
people
is through a
skip the
tunnel
Ocean
in the
House,
sewers.
just like the
You'll
Hollywood
need that
sewers.
key to open the gate for
It's
that
just,
tunnel.
they're both shit.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations
Everyone
to set
skips
straight.
that shit, man.
Hope no unsavory characters try and approach. So dirty.
Yeah, the TLDR of the Ghost House is you're gonna spend an hour in a spoopy mansion with no lights on. You're gonna be backtracking everywhere, and you're gonna be taking chip damage the whole time. It's just a fucking unpleasant experience as a whole, and I want nothing to do with it. But this game is awesome because you can watch a guy piss before Death Stranding. Yeah, my advice for the Ghost House is just don't fucking bother. Just never fucking bother with the Ghost House. It's so shitty. Just type in quest complete ocean house with only ocean and house in capitals, and then put 2 brackets, or 2 parentheses. Oh yeah, the kitchen, where it's just, we're gonna throw everything at you and you die instantly if you don't just sit there for
Need
5
a
minutes.
fix? Employees. She did, huh? Hmm. No. Queen Bitch would say no to that.
I love Queen Bitch.
Who are you? What are you doing back here?
Does the ocean house have side stuff in it? No. It's just misery.
Oh. You here for the special sauce? I think you want the clinic. I feel it. It's 1969. That's all I know.
Here she is, the greatest of all evils, a white woman.
I need a drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood. Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Oh no, she smells dogs. She smells princess.
Let me go.
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
My eyes in this! Just awkwardly looking away!
The heat. It's never been so satisfying. All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery. It was euphoric. But I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
The beast took over.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right? I tried to steal some blood. I heard they sold it. I was hungry, and I can't hunt in town. They caught me, and I was trapped. Thought I'd never escape, but I killed a man. I have to get out of here.
Looks like you got your blood all right.
I'm not a monster. It was instinct. I couldn't control it. I'm not responsible for my actions.
I'm not responsible for my actions. Okay, borderline personality disorder.
My name is Lily. E? You know E? How do you know E? I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most. Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why.
Oh, she's
Rolf
also a
abandoned me.
disgusting
His
thin
group
blood.
wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions, and I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon. E doesn't hate me anymore? I'll go see him. Thank you. Oh, about tonight, what I did?
Please, don't tell E. It's not my fault. I couldn't control it.
It's not
I've
my
never done
fault.
anything like this before. I'm no killer.
A thin blood making thin bloods. Fucking disgusting.
Why'd you have to go and let that bitch out? There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh? Now I'll never get to do in that bastard myself. Well, you know what? No blood for you. No more!
What incident? Nothing happened back there. I was just buying blood.
Right. A transaction. Green for red. Interested?
Yes, I'd like to make a withdrawal. I don't really need blood packs, but on the other hand, they are incredibly useful. Even though I'm playing a Tremere, so I can more or less ignore it. Okay, Ione, remember. Sucking? No, it's purely a generational
Thanks
thing.
for coming back. What you need?
Basically, vampires get exponentially stronger the closer they are to the first generation, Cain.
Alright, here's what we got today.
And on the flip side, the further down, the higher their generation, the worse they are at random shit. So, yeah, around generation 14 is when a thin blood starts. And they're basically a sign the vampire apocalypse is coming. They're the lowest level of vampire. You do not want to be a thin blood. Because everyone and their mother is either out to kill you, humiliate you, or otherwise just make your life a living hell if you're a thin blood. But, the thing about thin bloods is, the blood curse, right? Antediluvians can still feel thin bloods being made. And so the more thin bloods there are, the more likely they are to wake up. And no one, and I mean no one, wants an antediluvian to wake up.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
Yeah. If a Gen 4 bit a Gen 5, if a Gen 4 bit someone, that person would become a Gen 5, yes. If they decided to sire them. Because you have to decide to do it. It's one of those things, that, you know, you actively get controlled. You actively get control of whether you sire a new vampire or not. But, no one, and the Anarchs, the Camarilla, and the Sabbat can all agree on one thing. And it's, don't fucking sire new vampires, you piece of shit. Ah yes, diablerie, or vampire cannibalism. Yeah, so about diablerie. A vampire's humanity is a very essential thing for them. And you don't want to lose it if you're a vampire. Because then the beast takes in and you become nothing but a killing machine. And that's not going to work too well for you unless you're like 6th generation or higher. Because vampire power scaling grows exponentially. Like, Thin Bloods are just a stronger human, and a ghoul could probably 1v1 a fucking Thin Blood. However, let's say a Generation 12 has the strength of 3 men, or 2 men. The Thin Blood has the strength of 1 dude. The Generation 12... The Generation 12, however, would have the strength of 5 dudes. Shit grows exponentially. To the point where a 3rd generation vampire is considered an apocalyptic threat that anyone who knows anything about vampires is going to mobilize to take down if it wakes up. And Bangladesh doesn't exist because the technocracy, aka the New World Order / Illuminati, yeah, they had to drop a they had to do a carpet bombing of the entire region around Bangladesh. It cost several million lives. What is the earliest generation still around? The 3rd. And they're all asleep. Thank fuck. You do not want those bastards to be awake. Like, I'm talking purposefully summoning demonic incursions while entire war hosts of werewolves show up. And fucking temples of Quasian, an entire clan of vampires dying out from it. The whole thing's just a mess. No, Cain personally killed all of the 2nd generation. The 3rd generation survived the flood. That's why they're called, No, it sucks to be a 3rd generation. You've already lost all your humanity, and the moment you wake up, everyone's gonna try and kill you. And I mean everyone.
Hey, buddy, go your own way.
You're best off in about generations 6 to 8. That's that's about your peak. That's where you want to be. And coincidentally, the protagonist in this game is the 2nd highest generation vampire you meet, besides Smiling Jack. And again, we're not counting Cain. Because why would we count Cain? Generations 4 and 5 are called Methuselahs. Basically, they were around in the BC era. Before Greaser Realm. And generations 6 to 8 are your old fuckers, who are several centuries to several millennia, etc., etc. And generations 9 to 10 are your kind of mid-tier, alright. You're not the best, but it can certainly be worse. Generations 11 to 13, yeah, you're a lick, basically, if you're generations 11 to 13. No one cares about you. And you are being played like a fiddle. Then finally we have generations 14 onward, or Thin Bloods. Yeah, you really don't want to be a Thin Blood. Yeah, everything 3 and onward are still about. No, 14s are Thin Bloods, Narencia. But yeah, the protagonist of this game is implied to be a 7th gen. Which makes a lot of sense for everything that happens. So...
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier.
7th
Did
is
you come
actually
up just to cheer
really
lonely
good.
little me? Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't. What all swayed kittens do. On hands and knees you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies. So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you? It's beautiful, like a knight in shining armor, dangling at the end of a noose.
I love her.
That was cliché and predictable, but you can say it any time, and I'll act like you were the first and only.
But, yeah. The protagonist of this game is a 7th gen.
Oh, did she now? I spend a few nights with Bertram and all of a sudden he's the pox of Santa Monica. Paranoia and Therese have been bedfellows for longer than I can remember. Indulge my curiosity. What did you really think of Therese? Oh, I wish I could do something about it, but Bertram won't believe it's off until he hears Therese say it's off. And as I told you, I'm really not sure what Therese is. However... Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
I mean...
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet. I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the...
We may amuse ourselves together, but I'm not sure it's possible.
Oh, well, it's a little different, but entirely possible. Come sit next to me on the bed. I'll show you.
I'm gonna learn about the vampiric birds and the bees. Oh yeah, you can stay sane through Diablerie if you're built different, because basically when you suck off a vampire to steal their power, you're sucking their whole soul. And then you have to dominate their soul. Inside your head. So unless you have extremely good willpower or a very firm grasp of humanity, yeah, you're gonna be giving into the beast a little. But just be built different. Oh no, there's a Womoid in front of the door. I can't get out. A white woman blocking the door! But, yeah, just, eat your way up the food chain. Look, I'm not saying that all your competition has to sleep during the day, but I am saying that not even Cain is immune to sunlight. So, think about that one.
Hey, sorry.
A vampire literally cannot eat Cain. That ain't happening. Machete warrior. I don't wanna steal the cash box, because that'll ruin what I'm trying to do on a metaphysical level. Did it not trigger? Maybe I need to use the knife instead of the machete. Maybe it's that specific. Yep, it's that specific. Yes, it is organized by her sister. But yeah, no vampire can beat Cain. And yes, I did say that on purpose. I did say vampires specifically there. Do also keep in mind that, as I'm saying this, you still have to apply that vampires are exponentially more powerful the lower generation they are. And Cain is the first generation. And... oh, fucking what? Wait, do I have blood form on? Oh, I have to wait for it to wear off! The technocracy has a chance. Is my opinion. What does Masquerade Violation do? Same thing it does on Tabletop. 5 and you're gonna get killed. 5 and it's GG no re. Five and it's whoopsie doopsie. You're dead. And while only the Camarilla generally use the term masquerade, the Anarchs and Sabbat are also pretty big on the whole, yeah, let's not get found out rule. Based. You can redeem it, is how it works. It's still on the record that you've done it. And if you're in the Camarilla, it's gonna suck for you. In the Sabbat, your packmates are probably not gonna kill you, but they're gonna be mad for a good few years. And Anarchs are pretty live and let live. They're gonna be chill about it. If you fuck up, you fuck up. Happens to everyone. Oh, not just hunters. Other vampires will kill you if you're open about your vampirism. And that's not to mention that wizards, werewolves... yeah, no one likes you as a vampire.
Hey, buddy, go your own way.
These streets, you walk! lead to the spinal columns of the great beast Hall. All you want.
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've
Hey
slept
there,
well.
hot stuff.
If you're new to
So
town
what?
or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to
All right. Oh, right.
You can
right.
thank me in
Sorry
American
about that.
dollars.
Here you are. See you around then.
Oh, you mean in-game and not in lore. So, the more masquerade violations you have, hunters start appearing in-game.
The sewers are all my...
Like every character, they're specifically named, and they have individual motivations and backgrounds, but they'll also kick your fucking ass. Okay, so Big D, who I'm like 30% sure is a solar exalt, bleh. It's hard to say out loud. He went to the Ghost Mansion. He went to the Ghost Mansion in this game. If you listen to the audio logs.
You. What were you thinking? How could you give her that item from the hotel? Do you know what she did with it? She threw it into the Pacific. Do you know what this means? It means that I can't get rid of the spirit now, which means that that property is useless to me. And to make matters worse, someone's just gone and ruined my event at the gallery. Shut up! I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. Because of them, I'm in a worse position.
You're a rational, professional woman.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Before the game events. Before the events of the game.
For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her, after all. Please, be quick
Technically
about
true
it.
and false. Also, hello, Ravid. How's it hanging? But, yeah, basically Masquerade is, basically what every vampire agrees on, because humans would win that war if they knew about vampires.
Where you going, man? I'll let you go this time, man.
I'm so relieved you're safe. I wanted to warn you when I heard it was
The
set up
phone
until you
faced
pulled
back
a gun
onto
on me
the
and I
wall.
locked myself in the bathroom, and she's threatening to kill me, and you have to help me. Therese knew it was you at the gallery all along. She set you up and... Did you hear that? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. Hurry!
Alright. Let's see if I can, get them to agree. Yeah, no, individual vampires can be apocalypse-level threats, but humans would still win. I love this scene.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am.
I'll also
You
be
seem
right back while this
promising, but
starts.
You've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Just real quick, I'm gonna go get some blackberries from the fridge. Just kidding, it's a goldfish from the pantry. Alright, good night, Mir. Alright, why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean.
Kind is the word for
dear
immortal.
Sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead. Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up! Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You'd love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right,
Honestly,
dear? If it
this
wasn't
cat
for me,
fight
you would have
is
never
great to
survived
eat
this long.
goldfish,
Remember?
too.
They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten. She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you. I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
That is exactly the case, Narancia.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette.
She
just
made
him
implied
miserable. As I
that
recall,
she fucked her
he
own
died
dad.
with a smile on his face.
And in post-nut clarity, killed her own dad.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Because I don't think either of you could live without the other.
I'd be better off without her. Have you been paying attention? Oh, yes, Therese. Without me, you'd be free to remake this city in your own image. It'd be the first beachfront morgue. Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers
I
are
love
so
this cat
respectful
fight
these
so
days.
much.
More responsibility. So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Hey, securing zoning permits ain't
But I
easy.
only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it. If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult. Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times.
I'm gonna make her so much worse.
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan.
I just realized they have a cuck
I want
chair.
you in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree. Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice. Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Ah, I love Tourette. Fun fact, their combined name is canonically Tourette. The chair is for the other sister. What, is she just having an out-of-body experience? 11 XP. Let's upgrade being a vampire piece of ass. No, just kidding. Let's upgrade my hacking. Wait, no. What can increase my lockpicking? Yeah, no, we'll put a point into computers. Alright, so y'all want to see a Nosferatu?
Look who finally made it.
Look at this man. Look at this dude.
You didn't find me, did you, sweetheart? I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted. Oh, so you're who I'm waiting on. Someone must have faith in you, Cupcake. That, or they want you out of the picture. Interesting choice either way.
This is what I mean when Nosferatu are ugly. Also, notice the computer in the background.
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions.
They're literally internet sewer goblins.
You are. News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle.
This is the dude that Jeanette was having an affair with.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me?
But I mean, he's no Fat Larry, so...
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on. As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers. Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the masquerade.
Now, the Nosferatu, the ugly internet sewer goblins, they are absolutely the best at upholding the masquerade despite their appearances.
Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
But yeah, see the computer? He's an internet goblin. Like all Nosferatu. They are the most well-adapted for modern nights.
Hey, where you going, man? Hey,
I'm sucking off a guy and a wife. I'm sucking off a guy and a wife beater. I don't know what that says. I'm used to playing a Malkavian, so I'm used to having Obfuscate here, which means I can just ninja through the whole thing. But I'm not a Malk, so I can't go invisible. Unless I Diablerize a Malk, because the mod I'm using,
Didn't you hear?
lets me
The new
Diablerize.
shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
yummy in my tummy. Alright, fuck it. We going in hot. Going in as a blood demon. Pretty sure one of these guys had a... Oh, now we're ballin'. Now we're ballin'. Hey, you know what you say when you get into someone else's car? You say, I call shotgun.
Huh?
Hey, where you going, man? Who's there?
I mean, yeah, that's what you say when someone else is getting into your car. How long does my fucking blood form last? Yes, it's great. Come here. I need sippy. We gonna drink big sippy tonight. Oh, right. You also don't lose humanity if you suck off someone to death in combat, because it's self-defense. And capping a motherfucker, Yeah, it is hot in Rancia, but you won't see it ever again. It'll be the last thing you feel, and also extremely painful. Like, trust me, a vampire's kiss is not something you want. Fucking good. Fucking Sabat.
Freeze, motherfucker!
Wait, why am I trying to feed when I'm on a timer?
Ah!
I like how all the blood has been glitching out for me.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume? Hopefully no Sabat saw you escape. They can be somewhat antagonistic. I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se.
It was entirely
We've
me!
just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
I like how... Okay, so if you're a Malkavian,
A ghost?
you can just tell him about the
Quite
voices.
ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets. Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred, hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles. She's undoubtedly Malkavian. Or should I say, they are undoubtedly Malkavian. Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air. Like a sense of dread, pleasure meeting your acquaintance. But there are rumblings.
Beckett's a cool dude. Don't worry about him. He is a major character in the meta plot. Like, in the tabletop meta plot, and not just this game. Jeanette! More or less.
The sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lowly suicides.
Alright, I should tell him I blew the damn thing up.
Skies are all rotten, and the storm is our death sentence.
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight. Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why? No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. But that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition. You better get back downtown. Prince LaCroix's gonna want to hear all about this victory.
Look, sometimes you just have to beat up the same guy in a wife beater copy-pasted 400 times. Wait, I don't have to go in here. I can go to Fat Larry. I have downtown unlocked. Fucking love Fat Larry. He's a cool dude.
Where to?
Oh, speaking of antediluvians, here's every antediluvian's grandfather. Because that guy's Kane. Most older generation vampires are fucking scary. What Kane does in his spare time is cause problems and drive a taxi.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
Narancia, his name is quite literally Kane in the game files, and Malkavian runs will refer to him as father.
Lick. Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth.
Yeah.
I want its teeth. Camarilla, fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the bat scene. This has to happen for Nines to get his introduction scene.
The first few rows will get
Who's he talking to there?
Son of a bitch!
Well, that guy's clearly gunning for
Leave.
Pack Priest.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabat and lives.
Keep moving.
Ah, yes. The
Trouble
office.
sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines. Should have been more careful, maybe. This ain't the burbs. You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far,
Now
but it's
this
time you
guy's
heard the real
cool.
story. This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Alright. There's one thing you always gotta do first. In downtown. On your first visit. There's one thing you absolutely have to do. This is what you have to do first. You have to go to Fat Larry.
I saw you coming from
And you have
down
to
the
talk
street,
to
and I
Fat-
started praying
Fat
to the
Larry.
Lord to find it in His heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if He didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mag. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat
fucking
Larry
love
with
this
a
dude.
F-A-T,
He's
'cause
great.
there's more of me to love. Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? 'Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway. Now that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick. Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick. Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick.
Say now, wonder. Wow. Yo, I need a hardcore pimp killing Cleopatra Jones for a supersized skull. Straight up Foxy Pam Grier style. Still with me?
Yes, me too. Me too.
Here's what's going down. I got a tip that the Chinatown Tone and some local boys are meet down at a nearby parking garage to carry out a business deal. Now, I can't tell you what they is exchanging, but let's just say a certain client
game
of
didn't
mine
age.
is ready to drop
It's
some
beautiful.
Uncle Sam-sized bucks to acquire what's in briefcase number 1. You get it for me, I'ma not only give you a cut, but I'll roll out my special stock as well. Now, how that sound? Yo, baby, why you gotta shake me down like that? If I hadn't just got my foot out of gas, I'd do it myself, but yeah, it's got to be that way. Fine. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Now, if you're the straight-out hard-boiled Terminator type, I'd suggest you buy some heavy firepower before you roll up to the parking garage. You need anything?
David Duchovny sick. Signed, sealed, and certified. Check it out. Step right up. David Duchovny sick. Signed, sealed, and certified. Check it out. Step right up. Yo. Koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here. Oh, yo. Koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here. Only here.
A pimp killing Cleopatra Jones Terminator like yourself. But yeah, this game definitely aged. Time for my favorite area. This is the best
if it ain't
faction.
The talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today? Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your welcome. I'm skeptic. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
What's up? You've got to understand, Kindred. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel, that blood is a tangle of chains that's going to leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence. Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call, but the blood will, and it'll make you obey. That shit stretches all the way back to Cain, man. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you gon' feel that shit. Like it or not.
Damn. I don't want to feel.
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister. Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure I want to know.
Honestly, before you get... Santa Monica is just kind of your intro into what World of Darkness is generally about. And this is where the plot starts.
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla? I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla label. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about. You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with. There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
Because that entire clan, Robotic, they love being in society and being human, and they pretend to be alive for the welfare check.
Her name's Pat. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy started calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more. Man, she's been totally... Vampire hunters, man. You start doing stupid shit and breaking the Masquerade and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me, hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want. She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear? All right, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know her sire. Just let me know when it's done.
Now, another significant plot character.
Well, look what the street chased in. Where you headed now? You do what you gotta do. Well, look. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, kid. That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me? Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. Oh, my favorite topic. Ah, to hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampire's brains all over the wall. He's not the prince. He's a prince. Ah, he's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Ah, man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in L.A. at the right time. Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla. I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
The Malkavian living under the abandoned motel. Me!
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it. Being dead is no excuse for walking around with your eyes closed. Moving right along. Again? The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless.
Fake tits on a zombie.
Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws. The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same. Moving right along. That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know? Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement. I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy.
I agree, Narance,
But
yeah.
some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for. You bet, kid. Me? I never had much patience. Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nine's crew. Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood. Moving right along. That's us. Yeah, I could tell you, but I'm no scholar. Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a... So I heard you... Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse? Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely? Knowing where you're going and all that. It's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now. Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. 'Cause Prince LaCroix said so. Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom. Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Venture are born in a boardroom. When
Venture are born in a boardroom.
It was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion. Yeah, man, it's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it. LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich. The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
There are Anarch Ventru, but the Ventru really try not to turn that kind of person.
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. What the hell that means? Anarchs. Does got a nice kick to it, though, huh? Yeah. That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know? As much as anyways. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit. Me? I never had much... Moving right... What's on your mind? What about him? What do I think of humans? I don't, really. When you were alive, did you think about cows? You know, if one got killed, I bet you didn't cry, but, you know, you're not out there slaughtering them for sport, either. Ah, man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere, came to be involved in something 500
Now we're
times
gonna
bigger
hear
than
him
me.
lecture.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power. Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard. Most people learn the hard way. I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite. Keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state. The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left.
Hello,
No
Connie.
goddamn
How's
way.
it going?
Their laws don't apply to us. I got their meeting right here. LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich... No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. Long time later... Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun. After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this, and keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches. LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Sabat chased you in here, Cammy? Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think
Of
LaCroix
course
would
she
stop
has
counting
red
his money
hair
long
and
enough to get your back,
pronouns.
Jack? Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand girl out of it. As long as you're a tool for some cape, You don't have to say a word to start pissing me off. Kate, Cammy, Camarilla elders, the ones that have been around so long they think candlelight's a keen invention, you're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it. You want an alternative? Being here, that's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix rolled in. Hey, Cammy. I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you is all I'm saying. A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak. Seen, old yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Damn. Zam.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him. Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
The Anarchs are based out of a bar that smells like whiskey and piss.
What's up?
Sorry, newbie, but I got the whole city shouting in my ear. We'll have to rant some other night.
This game is based, and no one can ever tell me otherwise. I love Smiling Jack. He's one of the, 3 whole vampires that's on actually good terms with Cain. Japanese Outback Steakhouse. Japanese Outback Steakhouse. I'm curious.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
I will never stop playing this game. It's very good.
Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome. Ah, yes, forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan. Yes, this new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
So, fun fact. In every other clan playthrough, this guy does not give a half a shit about you. But when you're a Tremere, he suddenly becomes a Discord mod.
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the Chantry who are my charges, and I have a law. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and law. Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a Chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time. A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices. Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society...
Thanks, Dad!
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred. It seems that disease has been spread. Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla. I see. Most disappointing, neonate. You seem to show... An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause... I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Very well. What is it you would like to know?
An epidemic in America? Yeah, you ain't wrong, though. You ain't wrong, though. Alright, time to go talk to Dr. Killjoy. Yeah, the vampire HIV epidemic is what's going on, basically.
You, look familiar, Missy. We haven't met before, have we? Oh, yeah, back in Santa... Ah, well, enough about... Would that be... okay. Yeah, you have a...
Chunk. When you name Chunk.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes? Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
What flavor LaCroix do you think LaCroix is?
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me? Excellent. Were you by chance in the military at all? I was an officer myself, actually, in Napoleon's ranks. There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it? The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus. You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus.
Yep.
In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Danes arrival.
Dude was literally at Waterloo.
Open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Good.
Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez
I hate the
earlier.
French man.
The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say? Nothing they haven't crassly delivered untold times within Elysium. You have to understand, most of the Anarchs know no better option, or have been bullied into their cause by the Enrulio ones. You can't fault all for the boorishness of a few. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the Dane. Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'll talk later. Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica.
In Wisconsin. I can't imagine be something even worse than being French and in Wisconsin. Damn, I'm thinking about people who would have the misfortune of being French and in Wisconsin. The cheese could kill a Frenchman by the smell alone. Blood form go burr. People be like, don't take the free food. Me, very hungry. Now, why can't I use Cauldron of Blood? Oh, that guy's still alive. Delicious. What hurts is very good. My suitcase now. Okay, I shouldn't need blood buff anymore. The same dude and a wife beater copy-pasted 3,000 times. I shouldn't be mean. Some of them had leather jackets this time. Oh, fuck. I can't exit the parking garage yet because I still have blood form. We gotta wait for this to wear off. So how are y'all doing tonight? Everything coming out okay? Ah, yes, remember to save. I really don't want to violate the masquerade for a reason I can avoid. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I will catch you all in just a few seconds. I'm gonna wait for blood form to turn off. Wait, does blood form turn off? Gonna have to check the options. Okay, so I can just press F8. That works. Okay, I'll be right back, though. Good night, Narantia. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear, Random. I wish it was not as patchy. A random businessman decides to stand in my way. No, wait, that's not a businessman. That's a grunge-looking motherfucker.
I knew you'd talk to me. I swear you were all, like, totally drawn to me. I'm surprised I don't know you. I usually meet all the LA vampires out on the scene. Not a lot of you out tonight, which is weird, because I don't know of any parties going on. No, come on. It's totally cool. I'm Patty. Seriously. Everyone knows me. Besides, I just wanted to ask you if you've seen someone. His name is Kent Allen Ryan. He's a Toreador. Really good looking, dresses really well, like all Prada usually. You are totally awesome. It just goes to show you that you don't have to dress cute or care what you look like to be a cool girl.
Ouch.
So, where is Kent? Oh, that is totally Kent. He's so like that. I better go find him. He needs my help to do anything. Thanks again.
Thank you, Random. That is nice to hear.
Everybody comes in here's got to have a short house rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beat priestess, and it's time to confess. Venus was her name, cutie. Got anything you want to confess, love?
Do I have anything I want to confess? I'm gay. I'm very gay. That's what I want to confess.
Oh, yeah? I've been waiting for someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform some people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet? Well, the parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it. I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. You can run, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow, a lot of people have yet to confess to the Beat Priestess. Later, darling.
The Beat Priestess at a dance club. That's actually an awesome name to call yourself, to be the fucking owner of a dance club. Beat Priestess. I fucking love it.
Confession, bitch, send you money. Where is money? No money? Yeah, tell bitch we'll be back next month.
You already received money. Ah. Look, all I'm saying is that straight and war dame don't belong in the same sentence.
Baby girl! Outstanding! Pass it here, girl. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off about losing this. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef.
I really am sad I'm a vampire right now.
My treat.
Fat Larry's. Fat Larry's based.
Check it out, check it out.
Like, holy shit, he's just like, yo, you want to eat beef with me?
Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Like, that's my kind of, that's just a cool dude.
Yo, koala ears, lazy eye. Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks and dwarf saddle, right here, only here. Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
But no, Fat Larry seems like a cool type of dude you'd want to be friends with.
What? I can't.
She.
Well, you certainly did better than my bouncer did. Poor dear can't turn his neck to the right anymore. Already had a call from Boris. Wasn't too happy about tonight, son of a bitch. Say, how would you like to get into the club business,
Absolutely.
Well, to start this club, I have to take out I've got a club to run, so I'll be blunt. I refuse to fuck that fat, misogynistic old man one more time to hold on to the club.
Ah, she's
So
a
when someone
lesbian.
terminate him. Do this, and I'll make you a silent partner. He's at the Empire Hotel, always has a few of the fiercest bully boys standing round trying to out-sneer each other. He's got a short temper, and more than likely he's been drinking for the last 4 hours. Here, key to the penthouse level.
Okay, but seriously, she has really good taste for a dance club. Like, look at this place. This is fucking awesome. Like, hell yeah, I want to get in on her business. Her business is cool as shit. Have you seen any other clubs down here? Like the Anarch Bar? Boring. My new anti-tribute strip club? My game just crashed. Okay, my game just crashed, so I guess we're gonna end stream here. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Okay, okay.